Hello, you divine, infinite human beings. You are all that is, ever has been, and ever shall be. You are divine, infinite love. You are divine, infinite truth. You are divine, infinite source. Hello, I'm coming to you today from Sicily after siesta, after my cappuccino and cassata, to talk to you about something many people might not want to address, but we are all facing it, whether we admit it or not. We are all letting go of the prison matrix, and this is a internal and external battle, struggle, challenge, process. The process is the goal, and the goal is the process. It's an ongoing process that we are all feeling, even in the most remote part of the planet. The 3D Earth is crumbling and giving way to the finite Earth. And we have chosen to be here as a bridge between the two. And as we go through our internal changes of letting go of the finite prison matrix, we are freeing all of humanity with our own personal journey, because we are all connected, interconnected, like the 100th monkey syndrome. We are all one. Even if you think you're not, you are. You're connected to the human collective consciousness, and what you do affects it. So really, it's always an inner journey first, battle, if you see it that way, or a facing your own inner demons, your own dark night of the soul, your own shadow self, your own unfinished business. And as you do that, you pave the way for humanity to face it. You make it that much easier. You are the vanguard, which is why it is so difficult right now for many. It is difficult. I'm not going to lie. Everyone is feeling it. Everyone with nostrils that breathe. Even the insects and the creatures and the trees and the grass and the animals are all feeling this shift in vibration, this ascension in frequency, and of course the frequency wars we are now in, which are actually helping us. Like I say, I always love to say I love the dark side, because it helps you to see where you are still attached. So my question to you is this: where is the dream spell still pulling you into the prison finite matrix, the finite prison matrix? Where in your life are you still being bound by the spell of the finite prison matrix? There we go. Again, where in your life are you still being bound by the dream spell of the prison finite matrix? All right? Where are you? And Kiki doesn't like flies. Okay, so where? Just think about that, because that is your challenge. That is your gift. Because as soon as you can overcome that, you can free yourself. And it most likely, especially for women, I know for me, a lot of it was my family. Family members. Perhaps it's a partner, a spouse that you've just moved beyond. You know that it's not feeding you anymore. It's not really to your benefit or even that spouse's, but you're having trouble just letting go and moving on, because there's so much there, so many emotions, so many beliefs. Even if you've left them, maybe they still tend to pull you back. Maybe it's your family of origin, a parent, a sibling, maybe it's a mother wound that has been opened and has never properly healed. Perhaps it's wanting to be loved the way that you've always wanted to be loved and never been able to find that love, and not wanted to give it to yourself because you wanted it from that particular person, no matter what. And that person's not going to give it to you. So you know, there's a lot of closings, endings, because in the beginning is always an ending, and the ending is always a beginning. So we are in a cycle of beginnings and endings. So you have to end in order for you to begin again. And we are seeing a lot of that. There's a lot of grieving, the good old days, you know, the you know, good old religion, the holidays, the religious festivals. You know, we don't have any more religious festivals here because of the lockdowns, you know. Your beliefs about God, the way you perceive God, perhaps from a childlike perspective, is something outside of you, a big, almighty, powerful God. You know, we're having to let go of all those. Perhaps you've done the Eastern traditions of the guru disciple and revering a spiritual teacher and placing him or her on a pedestal. And what does your teacher say? You know, getting your answers from a person. Perhaps you've placed your, you know, emphasis on society, on how you look, on, you know, are you a beautiful, glamorous woman? Are you a handsome man? On the package, you know, are you looking for Mr. Right, but looking more at the external package, being distracted by that? Are you, you know, wanting to look cool and good in front of your colleagues, in front of your friends, in front of your families? And is that keeping you pinned up in a finite little box, not allowing you to let go of the finite to release the infinite within? So these are all questions that I just want to like kind of poke you with. Poke. Think about them and let me know in the comments. Send me an email. Join my Infinite Human family at infinitehuman.com. Ciao for now.